Hello, my name is Mariana, and today this is a reading for Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, as usual, I'm doing this reading with my own tarot deck, so the cards that you see are from this deck. And so your message today has to do with a simple ending, and one that you're pretty sure about. I feel like it's very cut and dry. Actually, that's what I heard with the card that is starting your reading, and let me already show it, which, might be frightening or, scary for some. Maybe those who really know the traditional meaning of the cards. The Ten of Swords is not the most pleasant one, right? But to me, it was talking about a simple ending. It was talking about this cut and dry ending. Something that it's like you're not going to allow this anymore, right? It's like you've had enough of this, and I feel like you know it, right? There is like this clarity in terms of being cheated on, being lied to, frustrating yourself for not being able to trust people, right? Because the tens, they talk about the shared path. So this, I feel like it's, intended to somebody, right? An ending with somebody that constantly creates like worry, problems, issues. It's like they never bring solutions, right? They only bring problems. It's like they're always in this realm of concern and low energy, right? They are like in this low vibration. But I feel like what you have been doing while this is going on, right? Because as I say, with the nines and the tens, they are, the nines, they are the individual path, and the tens, they are the shared path. But both of them, they are kind of like this ongoing path, right? Something that either feels like it's going to, continue on forever, or that has been, going on since you can remember. And I feel like the case for you, Sagittarius, today is this has been going on for, maybe your entire life. But you have reached this limit. You have reached this moment where it's like you just can't take this anymore, or you won't allow this to happen to you anymore. It's like you won't be influenced in such a way, or you won't be guided in such a way, or misguided in such a way, because the Seven of Pentacles, it's like it's what you have been doing while you have been coping with this, right? It's like it's not like you have been in this, kind of harsh situation just being beaten up. It's kind of like it's almost like you have been working on bringing the things that are most important to you close to you, right? This is what this is talking about. It's like maybe just gathering your stuff, right? Your most important possessions, your resources, like literally like being more accountable for your money, for your things, right? For your belongings, for the things that are valuable to you. So it's now all in one pile. So it feels like now, because of this, you're ready to end this, right? Like a cut and dry, ending. Because as I said, you're showing up here as the King of Swords. So the King of Swords here is like this reassurance, right? It's like the embodiment of certainty, the embodiment that now you're on top of this. It's like you're no longer allowing somebody to lead you, because you're this sovereign being, right? It's like you're the leader of your own decisions. It's like you know that you have the capability, the clarity, most of all, the direction, especially because we're ending with the Ace of Swords. It's like you have clarity of what is that you want, where is that you want to go. It's like you don't need nobody to show you the path, right? Like this one has been perhaps. But it was important because it's like now that you do have like this resources, or you have done the assessment, it's like now you are pretty sure, right, that this is no longer what you want. And there is like this certainty of what you no longer will accept, because it's like what is valuable to you is very different, right? There is this clear distinction between like the direction that this has been going on, right? Maybe always expecting like, more problems to arise from this one, never a solution. But it gave you sovereignty. It gave you a kind of, maybe not yet financial freedom, but just enough so that your mind is free to think for yourself. And it's interesting because the next card here is the 10 of Pentacles. So I feel like even though you might, within the resources that you have gathered, or, this assessment that you have done while under the influence of this one, which, has been like this topic, this theme of the readings recently, it's like you have been, becoming more and more conscious that you were not going to accept this anymore. But it's almost like it's like you had to do this before you could say so, before you could embody this courage, the courage to express yourself, right? Because the swords, traditionally they connect with the air element, which is very complementary to fire, which is your element, Sagittarius. So I feel like maybe it's almost like that, right? It's like you needed, this assessment phase while you were dealing with an issue coming from somebody else that, potentially was weighing you down or was holding your energy, right, to elevate. It's like they were anchoring you instead of, just pushing you up or uplifting you anyway. So I feel like it's like it took a while to gather all of these things, all of the money, all of the necessary resources. But now that you know that, for certain, what you have gathered is making you feel abundant enough to confront this one. And so it's kind of like this. For you to untangle or detangle from the influence of this one, it's almost like they had you under this mind control game. I don't want to say game, but strategy, right? It's like they knew how to use the right words, or it's like their persuasive skills were very good in terms of always making you feel even pity them, right? And therefore that pity wouldn't make you have the courage to leave, right? But now you do, because it's like now you can think for yourself, and now you can see clearly what's been going on. And the 10 of Pentacles, it's like when you take things to practical matters. So it's no longer something just that is abstract, or it's it's very elusive, very difficult to pinpoint, like how they influenced you or how they entangled you in their own issues, right? But here with the 10 of Pentacles, because of this assessment, and that's the interesting part, is like you have been doing this while under that influence. So imagine when you free yourself, because that's what is coming through, is like when you free yourself, it's like you're going to come out of this situation, and that's perhaps what is encouraging you even more, because you're going to feel like you have actually much more than you thought you had. And therefore this detangling or this separation, in a sense, right, it's like it's not going to be like this shared path anymore, but there are practical things to be dealt with. And so because you're feeling on top of your game, right, no longer under their influence, it's like you're going to feel richer than ever. It's like you're going to feel more prosperous than ever. It's like you're not going to depend upon their finances or their whatever, right, practical details of life. And that's going to make it feel easier than perhaps you thought before. But it was necessary that you assess this situation, right, while going on this journey. So it's kind of like coming out of this situation with this clear cut, right, this cut and dry ending, easier than you thought, because you're bringing with you everything that you need, and everything that you need is making you feel on top of the world, right? It's like it's making you feel like the the owner of your own ideas, the owner of your own decisions. And so that's making you feel like it's like maybe you were the one, sustaining them in a sense, right? And you didn't even realize that until the point that you detangle, or you have the courage to say, listen, I don't want this to be a shared path anymore, because it's almost like I have been, dealing with your issues and resolving your issues, because every single time that you brought a problem, I brought a solution, right? And so now that you're realizing the distinction, it's making you feel completely abundant about that situation, right? It's like you were carrying them on your shoulder in a sense, but now it's like this, the way that I'm seeing the Ten of Pentacles is almost like a divorce, right? When, the couple is, the ex couple now, it's like splitting the possessions, like, the house, the money, all of that, the car and all of that, right? The possessions, the physical things, the material things, the finances, but in a practical way, right? And it's like it's your initiative, it's you saying so. It's like it's you on top of your game, being completely practical, and it's almost like these are the things that you won't allow them to take this from you. It's like this is your fair share, right? Because you have been doing the assessment. So it's like these things are rightfully yours, and you know that to be true, right? Because you have truth up your sleeves in a sense, or you have been carrying truth, right, while being misguided or guided in a kind of lower vibration way. And so the reason why I say it's even more like cut and dry than I imagine, it's because, and that makes it easier, because the Death card is like shutting that door on that path, on that shared path. And because the Ten of Pentacles is a card that typically associates with family, it might be hard to detangle from that, right? Especially it's like, if it's a situation that has been undergoing like, a big part of your life, right? Or like this shared path that this person thought that it was going to go, uninterruptedly, right? So, but you're saying, listen, I have the means now. I have gathered enough funds to realize that I don't need to sustain you. Like I don't need to pay for your, pay for your bad decisions in a sense, right? So when you do so, this for you, it's like this very, very clear decision. It's like it's like once you're out the door, it's like that's shut, right? It's like you're not going to open that door anymore. But actually, the moment that you open the door, it's like what's on the other side, which for the most part isn't known, because yes, it's like it's this it's kind of leap of faith, but you have to have courage, right? And like this boldness to to live up with the consequences of that decision, right? It's like you really have to be accountable and responsible for your actions, for your decisions. But it's like that's exactly what you want to put into practice, right? Maybe that's the reason why the Ten of Swords was turning into the Ten of Pentacles. It's like maybe you're tired of always living in this abstract kind of power game, right? But now that it's like practical, now that you're like just, holding on to the facts, right? And it's like, it's very, as I said, it's like, it's easier than you thought, right? It's like detangling is going to be easier, because it's like if you just go for the facts, go for the numbers, go for the spreadsheets, and just be simple, right? A simple ending, and making sure that you get what is your fair share, right? Which you have been already gathering for you. It's like what's on the other side, which could be the unknown fact or the unknown factor, is that you are already feeling on top of your game. You are already feeling more abundant than you thought, right? This is being easier than you imagined. But then with the Magician after the death, it's almost like it's going to be way more magical than you think right now, right? Because it's like the abundance is before you close that door. The moment that you cross, it's like you still have the sensation that you have done, you know, the right choice in a sense, but the Magician's like holding a few tricks up their sleeve, right? So it's almost like there are magical parts of this unknown side of this death door that are going to provide you with a lot more manifestation that you imagine, because the manifestation that is going to come is actually not just bringing like this sense of abundance, which I feel like you already have even before crossing this threshold. With the Ace of Swords ending this part of the reading, the two words that I was picking up on were freedom and truth. So freedom, because it's like you realize that you no longer have to, you know, be guided or misguided, as I said, by somebody in your path, right? It's like you can own up to your decisions. It's like you're going to stand up for yourself in that sense, right? It's like you're not going to allow somebody to choose for you. And I feel like that's the freedom portion of it. But the truth is something that resonates a little bit deeper, because it's also part of the assessment that you have been doing. Because part of the detangling process that makes it easier, it's like focusing on the practical things. But part of it, right, it's like finding your truth, like finding what is your direction. Sometimes I see the Ace of Swords, it's like, you know, this it's like the needle of the compass, right? Pointing a direction forward. It's like giving you this clarity of where to go next. And I feel like because it's such like this transformational moment in your life, it's like shutting down that door. It's like you're no longer going to allow that to happen. And you're feeling like free, but also abundant. It's like it makes sense, because it's like it resonates deeply within you with what you believe to be true, right? And so I feel like what you gain from ending this, right, this simple cut and dry ending, is that now it's like now you can choose whatever you want. And it's almost like, you know, this moment of just being like a little bit lost, to be honest. Although this talks about clarity sometimes, it's not necessarily coming through as clarity, because I feel like there are still secrets or things to be revealed, right? The Magician is like, especially the upright one, it's like it really holds things, you know, from our perception. And I feel like that's the case for you, Sagittarius. It's like you do have a few glimpses, you do have the sensation of achieving this freedom and receiving this sense of truth, right? Like just like resonating with you deeply, because it's like it's part of this transformation. But it's also giving you like this, yes, it gives you direction, but it's almost like I'm not feeling the sense of motion yet. It's almost like you're questioning yourself, like, what do I do with such freedom and such truth, right? It's almost like it's like such a new thing, right? It's like this new information. It's like maybe for so long you have been following somebody else's decisions, visions, ideas, directions, right? It's like being confined to a specific path, that the moment that you no longer have any of that, it's like the universe feels very, very broad and very, very vast. And that can be a little bit scary, right? But it's interesting because the scary part is not crossing the threshold. In your case, it's almost like reaching the other side and dealing with what's on the other side, because it's not bad at all. It's so good. It's so unexpectedly good and much more abundant than what you could ever imagine, that it's like you're just, it's almost like you're waiting for somebody to say something, or maybe you're waiting for like the magician to, you know, give you a guidance, because you have always been guided but misguided, and now you know that you have been misguided. So it's almost like you're tuning in maybe your spiritual antenna to really pay attention to what is true guidance, right? What resonates with you deeply, right? And if it makes you feel free, then that's the way to go, right? And that's going to give you the clear direction. And then once you have the direction, even though you might not have like maybe the it's like you don't know. It's like it's so different than before that you don't know. Right? It's like you're just contemplating everything. I'm just seeing like you like in awe with this new broad perspective, right? So it's almost like just stay there a little bit. It's like contemplate freedom and truth for a while, because there are things that you don't know yet that are like brewing, that are still, you know, in line, you know, of this manifestation path, this new path that you're so free to explore, right? So Sagittarius, I am going to pull more cards for you, as well as the astrological runes. So if you want to join me, I'll be very happy to see you. You can find the link down below. If not, I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.